how did you discover professional wrestling? What made you fall in love with it originally? And then to kind of follow on with that, what made you get into like promoting a wrestling company?
Yeah, those are very different. I've been a wrestling fan since I was a little kid. I did a mean, ravishing Rick Rude, but it was really the story of the Mega Powers that captured me. I
Okay.
probably watched that SummerSlam every week. We like found it in like a discount bin on VHS, and I would just watch it. So I've seen the Ultimate Warrior over Honky Tonk Man in 35 seconds or whatever is like 100 times. So I grew up with all that stuff. I still have my wrestling buddies downstairs. And my kids like threw them to the ground. I'm like, those are $100 pillows you are throwing. Do not touch those things.
Hands, get your
Yeah.
Ride your hands off those.
Exactly.
I still wish I had mine. I had the Ultimate Warrior one. I was a warrior over Hogan kid.
Yeah, I have a Warrior and Macho. And then, stop watching wrestling for a little bit. And then, sad story, a friend of mine in high school from my summer camp who lived in St. Louis passed away. Very sad story. She had cancer. And we all were, all of my friends went out. It was back then, you didn't have money. You didn't have cell phones, right? So we all flew out to St. Louis. And we were stuck there, and some family friends took like 45 of us in and fed us and housed us and all these things. And they were watching Monday Night Raw. And so I was probably a sophomore, maybe a junior in high school. And I said, people are still watching this. And then I watched that first Raw and I got hooked. And and then I just, would watch wrestling forever. Never thought I'd promote. My wife, so Colt Cabana, who I've told the story a million times, but Colt Cabana grew up down the street. So he knew my wife from her sisters from high school, and we knew each other peripherally. And then for my birthday, my wife got me tickets to see him live, which I had never done. I was very excited. I was like, I've never been to an indie show. I've been to WrestleMania, Backlash, Raw, SmackDown.
Right.
And the card was crazy. Swerve was on it, Penta, but this was before they were just, some of them, Swerve had just black shorts. I don't even think he had gear at all. I looked at my wife and I said, how have I not been going to these my whole life? And so I was just telling some congregants about this. I'm a real life rabbi. This is not, it's a gimmick and a shoot. It's one and the same. And so I was telling some congregants and they said, hey, let's do this in the synagogue. And I said, that's absolutely crazy. And they said, we'll bring all these young people to the community. And we did. In our second show, we had over 400 people on a Wednesday night in a blizzard in Minnesota.
Wow.
It was amazing. That's a testament to Eric Cannon at First Wrestling, who runs I've been to a lot of promotions, the best promotion in the United States. I firmly believe that. So we were off and running. Then COVID hit. We did a bunch of COVID very safe shows, and then we did one on my way out. And as I'm on my way out, I sat with Cannon and Colt, who was on that show, and I said, "Hey, would it be crazy if I started my own thing in Chicago?" Because I was moving back home. I'm from here, and they both really encouraged me, and they've been mentors to me and helpful. Wrestle for me. Both have held championships for us. So the goal was to do 2 shows a year. This is year 5, and we are in the mid 50s. So we have surpassed what the plan was, which is just my wife me to say to my wife, we're going to just do this once or twice a year for friends and family so I can get it out of my system. And now we're doing 1 or 2 shows a month. And we've got amazing venues, amazing partners. They have a great crew. I was able to bring someone actually on a little bit this year, which is amazing. So no, we're an alternative. We're really family friendly. We play mostly Thursdays and Sundays. So for talent, like they really do want to be with us because we created, I think, a great environment to work. And it's not your Saturday and Friday show. So if you're coming through Chicago on a loop, or you're a local wrestler, like, and you're booking one of the big, like AAW or freelance, some of the big companies around here, now you get Thursday and Friday to, maybe and Saturday, and then, maybe Sunday if you can pull it. I mean, you could work Midwest Chicago because of us. I think you can work, 3 to 4 gigs a weekend.
That's amazing.